çalışırlarsa kazanırlar diyorsun.
Ama ona da kredi çıkıyor zaten. Ama gene bir hayır onu vardır. Yani bazen de hani bazen ülkede ya onların artık bağlandı. Bunların ülkeleri geçmiş.
Hiç biliyor musunuz siz ne konuşabiliriz oradan? Çok sağ olun. Çok teşekkür ederim. Sağ olun.
So this is a very memorable day for the cooperation with the Kizilay and the Japanese Red Cross. And since the beginning of this disaster, so also the Japanese Red Cross has very strong. We have very strong sympathy with the Turkey people and also the Kizilay colleagues. And I can tell you that on behalf of the Japanese Red Cross Society, we would like to admire your works for serving people, helping people. This is also a good symbol for supporting each other, not only for the Japanese, not for the Kizilay. So we work together and we support each other. Yes, this is a good opportunity, and also we continue to support your work on helping people who have been affected by the disaster, now and the future.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, first I would like to say welcome. Again, this is a great special moment for me as well. But before we sign off our handover certificate, let me just tell you a couple of things where this strong relationship comes from. I'm not a historian, but I love history. So the friendship between Turkey and Japan dates back to 19th century.
Yes.
So as you may know, the Ottoman frigate Ertugrul was on a goodwill voyage to Japan in 1890, having taken all these good gifts and honors of the Sultan Abdulhamid II to the Emperor Meiji. But then on the return of the ship, it was caught by typhoon and sank off the rocky coast of Kushimoto. So that caused about 600 soldiers and sailors and officers death, but the remainings were saved by Japanese government and the local people, and we were quite thankful for that as well. So when the time also shows the 19th century, 1985, I was a little kid, but I still remember the war between Iran and Iraq. I'm sure many of us here, they remember probably more than I do. So that time, the Japanese citizens were strengthened. They stranded in Japan, in Tehran, and Japanese government requested help from the Turkish government, and the Turkish authorities sent a plane to Tehran to evacuate 215 Japanese citizens, civilians, and they safely returned them back to their families in Japan. And we were again quite thankful for that too. But those two events are just the beginning. So I remember in 2003 it was celebrated as the year of Turkey in Japan, and 7 years later in 2010 it was celebrated as the year of Japan in Turkey. But then 9 years later in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, it was celebrated as Turkish culture in Japan. So all of these events I think showed us that there's a strong bond between the two cultures and two people. And today, for me, I'm very honored to be here with you, to have all of these strong bond to add another one. Because when we had the century's disaster hit 11 provinces on February 6, 2023, Japanese Red Cross Society and Japanese people were the first among those international partners to help us, to support us in kind, in cash or emotionally. So today, behind us there is 30 great and heavy, huge, beautiful trucks. Those trucks donated by the Japanese Red Cross Society, those are the ones would be serving the people in need, definitely. Not only during disaster or after disasters, but definitely before any disaster. So we in Turkish culture, we believe that anything that will be part of any good will be taking the share of that good as well. So Japanese people and Japanese Red Cross Society is also taking any good part of that as soon as we start serving all these people. So on behalf of Turkish Red Crescent and Turkish people, I would like to express my appreciation and gratitude to Japanese Red Cross Society and Japanese people. So once again, I'm very honored to be here with you, and thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone stay with you, one stay with you. Take a picture and we exchange.
Evet evet.
I'm here.
Here? Okay, sure.
Tamam bir saniye alacağız.
Bir tane alacağım.
Geldim. Anahtar teslimini bir alabilir misin?
Okay, once we keys, probably.
Biraz görelim istersen.
Değil mi?
Do you want to join us? Is she gonna come? Oh, she can come.
Bir geriye gidersin.
Öyle yapacağız, evet.
This is Land Cruiser. Yes.
Well, it's very good. You know, I remember my dad. He works at the postal office, and my brother too. Telecommunication. Only one they can basically drive. Never stop. Same. So if this one gets stuck, then you just just put it around in a tree or anything. It just pulls you over.
Okay. This is that is a Land Cruiser. Yes.
It is. Yes. Same.
Yes. I love it.
Okay. Look at the sound. Strong.